Why should someone bother learning English grammar just to speak the language? This is a question that has sparked debates among language enthusiasts, educators, and learners alike. Today, we're diving headfirst into this discussion, aiming to unravel the importance of grammar in spoken English. Let's start by understanding what English grammar is. It's the structure of the language, the skeleton that gives shape and meaning to the words we speak. It's the rules that guide us on how to use words, phrases, and sentences. Without it, we just have a jumble of words that may not make much sense. Now let's consider the first viewpoint in our debate, the argument that grammar is crucial for clear, effective communication. Think about it. Without proper grammar, how would we distinguish between "I saw a man eating shark" and "I saw a man eating shark"? One implies a rather casual beach sighting, while the other suggests something far more alarming. A solid grasp of English grammar can help us avoid such potentially dangerous misunderstandings. It ensures that our intended message gets across without any confusion. For instance, consider the phrases "let's eat grandma" and "let's eat grandma." The former is an affectionate invitation to a meal, while the latter, well, let's just say it's not quite as endearing. In professional settings too, good grammar can make a world of difference. It lends credibility to the speaker and ensures that their message is understood as intended. It's the difference between "the man the professor the student has studies Rome" and "the man the professor the student has studied Rome." The former leaves you scratching your head, while the latter clearly conveys that the man, who is both a professor and a student, has studied Rome. In essence, grammar acts as a roadmap, guiding us through the intricate maze that is the English language. It ensures that our thoughts and ideas are expressed clearly and accurately, thereby enhancing understanding and promoting effective communication. So it seems that grammar is the key to avoiding confusion and ensuring clarity in conversation. But is it the be-all and end-all for speaking English? Stay tuned as we explore the counter-argument in the next segment. But wait a minute, isn't communication more about understanding than perfect grammar? Let's take a moment to think about this. Every day, we engage in countless conversations, in person, over the phone, through text messages and emails. The goal of these interactions is not to showcase our grammatical prowess, but to share ideas, express feelings, or convey information. We want to be understood, and we want to understand others. Imagine you're in the bustling heart of New York City. A tourist, unfamiliar with the English language, approaches you, asking for directions in broken English. You wouldn't dismiss them because of their grammatical inaccuracies. Instead, you'd focus on their intent and you'd help them out. This is because understanding transcends the boundaries of perfect grammar. Another thing to consider is the dynamic nature of language. English, like any other language, is not static. It evolves. It adapts to the changing times. Words and phrases that were once considered grammatically incorrect have now become part of our everyday vernacular. Think of the word "ain't." Once shunned by English language purists, it's now widely accepted in informal communication. Moreover, English is spoken differently across various regions and cultures. The English spoken in New York is different from the English spoken in London or Sydney. Each variant has its own unique expressions, slang, and even grammatical structures. This diversity is one of the reasons why English is such a vibrant and fascinating language. The point here is not to undermine the importance of grammar. It's essential for clear and effective communication, but it's also important to remember that language is a tool for understanding. At its core, it's about sharing thoughts, ideas, and emotions. And sometimes we can do that successfully, even with imperfect grammar. So if understanding is the main goal, maybe grammar isn't as important as we thought. But could there be a middle ground in this debate? Sometimes it isn't about being absolute, either firmly in the camp of grammar perfectionists or the proponents of free-flowing conversation. It's about finding a balance, a sweet spot if you will, between these two extremes. Think about it. The English language is a beautiful tapestry woven with words and phrases from a plethora of cultures, and grammar serves as the loom that holds this tapestry together. Without a basic understanding of grammar, our sentences could become a jumbled mess of words, leading to misunderstandings and miscommunication. But does this mean we need to be grammatical experts to hold a conversation? Absolutely not. Conversations are not exams, and people aren't going to grade you on your use of the subjunctive mood or your ability to correctly use whom instead of who. Conversations are about connection, sharing ideas, and understanding each other. Let's consider context, audience, and purpose. They're like the three musketeers of effective communication. If you're delivering a formal speech or writing a business email, Sure, you'd want to ensure your grammar is on point. It's about respect and professionalism. But if you're chatting with friends at a coffee shop in the heart of New York City, is perfect grammar really necessary? Maybe not. It's about comfort and connection. It's important to remember that language evolves. New words are born, old ones die, meanings shift, and yes, grammar rules bend. It's a living, breathing entity that changes with the people who use it. So, while understanding the basic grammar can provide clarity, sticking too rigidly to the rules can sometimes stifle the natural evolution of language. So, to answer the question we've been grappling with, yes, learning basic English grammar can be beneficial for clear communication, but let's not forget that the ultimate goal is understanding and connection, not grammatical perfection. Perhaps it's not about grammar versus understanding, but rather finding the right balance for each conversation. So, where does this leave us in the grammar debate? We've traversed the intricacies of the argument, dissecting the vital role grammar plays in ensuring clear, precise communication. We've also delved into the counterpoint, the notion that comprehension should reign supreme, that the essence of a conversation lies more in understanding and less in the technicalities of grammar. In the crossroads of these perspectives, we've discovered a potential middle ground, a balanced approach that can harmoniously blend the rigors of grammar with the fluidity of understanding. This equilibrium allows for effective communication without sacrificing the beauty and richness of the English language. The debate may continue, but one thing remains clear. Whether you're a grammar enthusiast who enjoys dissecting sentences or a conversation-driven speaker who values connection over correctness, the ultimate goal is effective communication. So keep talking, keep learning, and keep connecting with others through the universal tool of language.